Okay. What's the deal? Tell me how you feel.
What's the deal, chat? We back. We back, Jack.
I don't know why I have to do that every time I'm with Ricky, bro. It's just like it's like a sleeper cell that activates in me. Let me just share this shit on Instagram, even though who the fuck is awake right now checking Instagram, you fucking degenerates.
Nah, they gonna tap in. They getting ready. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready for that news
cycle. If you
cycle.
fucking degenerates are awake this early checking IG, get your brain checked, honestly. It's too early. What pick am I gonna use as a promo pick, you guys? A new kind of love, genetically altered.
Bruh, are y'all dealing with the heat wave up there?
It's hot as fuck out here.
90 degrees yesterday. That shit regular for Sacramento. It's hot as fuck out here always.
Thanks.
Nah, we got the craziest heat wave going right now, bro.
Bro, it'd be like 87 degrees out there and y'all be crying, bro. We don't want to hear it, bro.
It's literally like 88 degrees. Okay, 90 and 80 is 3-degree difference, bro.
I know, bro, but when it gets hot in Sac, it's 110 degrees, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking blazing in the summer.
That's disgusting.
Central Valley too, yeah. In the Bay, bro, it used to be 85. We used to be like, fuck, we dying.
Yeah, I can't stand San Francisco motherfuckers. They wear a hoodie all year long, bro. That shit's annoying.
Non-stop.
And then be like, oh, they be mad if they can't wear a hoodie. Like, just take the hoodie off. You're acting like it's like a part of your skin or something. Like, why are you complaining? Just take it off and wear a tee.
I seen fools in hoodies yesterday, like mobbing down the street.
I mean,
mobbing.
One of my co-hosts, Bo Jackman, wears a hoodie like 99% of the time, and he was just telling me how he's about to make some hoodies. I'm like, bro, it's hot as fuck outside. He goes, you ever been to a bonfire? I go, hey, do you, bro? But when you're holding 50 fucking hoodies and you can't sell them, just come and tell me I was right, fool. Okay?
It's crazy.
It'd be 112 and a nigga got a hoodie on. I'm like, he got a gun for sure. I'm like, why you got that big ass hoodie on?
Yeah, let me get away from bro.
For sure.
All right, my bad. I just had to get that link going. We got some people already in the chat, man. 7 viewers at 10:53 a.m. Did Tam get fired? No news today, and was going off on Adam on Dejan's stream. There's no news today?
No, there should be news. There should be news today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be at 12. We got an hour. W, let's go. 12:50 in Minnesota. Past lunchtime. We up. Did you guys see David Goggins re-enlist into military at 51?
Did he for real?
Ain't no way.
Did he for real?
That's fucking.
Yo,
I mean, if anybody could do it, bro, it's him. That's just so funny.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
51 is an Activa. Whoa.
Yo, who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the boats?
Bro, Franklin Satan, you did not strike me as somebody from Minnesota. He said 30 degrees in Minnesota. Thank God it got warmer. Other night it was -5. See, I'd rather be 105 than -5.
Give me the heat
for sure.
Wow, bro, that's crazy. Wait, he's really 51 though?
Yeah, I believe it for sure. I believe it.
The toughest man alive.
Flew Flam stuff 420. Yes, y'all. I was just live. We ended at like 2 a.m. I went to bed at 4, and look, I'm back here. That's dedication. That's grit. I didn't want to wake up. I set my alarm. I told people to call me, and here I am. I made it. I'm just
how many hours of podding, Moose? How many hours of podding?
Oh, I think it was only 2.5 last night. And then we're going to get it cracking today. Are y'all morning people? Can y'all be morning people? Ricky looks like a fucking morning person. He's pissing me off right now, honestly.
Yeah, bro, I'm ready to go. You feel me? I got my coffee.
Morning people, bro.
It's my lunch one right here.
Bro. I'm a gamer. I'll be up all night, bro. Fuck that. But for work, I'm a morning person, nigga. Oh, shit.
Give me that 4 a.m. shift every single time. Getting out there at a reasonable time. I could go live my life afterwards.
Or that's
1
like a
p.m.,
reasonable
man.
bedtime for me. It's 4 a.m., bro. There's no way.
Give me that shift on a Friday and I'm smooth, nigga. The whole week though, fuck that.
Bro, that shit fucks up my body though. I'm not gonna lie. Going to sleep hella late. Like I've kind of fucked up my clock a little bit and I fell asleep like 1, 2 o'clock the past couple of nights, and it just ruins my whole next day. I'm trying to be up at like 7 a.m., 7:40 every day.
It does feel better to be like that. I've just been a degenerate too long, so that's just not how I'm built.
Staying up till 2 a.m. every day, nigga.
-5 is decent. Most of the winter it was -15. Imagine walking your dog 3 times in that weather. Your dog's not coming back. No, your dog.
That's crazy. I didn't. Yeah, how do you walk a dog in that weather?
That nigga,
yo,
use the bathroom.
That's what trips me out about Chicago people, bro. Like Chicago people, I mean, every city is like this, but it's just I found it so interesting when I moved out there, bro. They think Chicago is the best city in the motherfucking world. Like nothing is better than it, nothing's built better than it. You know, the summertime out there, just every experience in Chicago is so much better. And I'm like, bro, it literally drops down to 20 degrees out here. Y'all can't drive. There's black ice on the fucking road. There's nothing that's ill about this shit. Summertime shy for sure. Goated.
Niggas still
But
got
everything else,
there.
yo, nah, bro.
That's a whole nother combo. They all segregated and shit. So there's a whole side of Chicago that probably is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Chicago's so segregated. I was out there. I was living out there for like a month the first time. And I went to Costco because I had to re-up on some supplies. And I was like, yo, I haven't seen an Asian person. This is my first time seeing an Asian person in a Costco. You feel me? Like it was crazy. It was crazy. And it didn't even register in my head. You know what I'm saying? That like I'm
How'd you know
like,
they were
mostly
Asian?
Black and white
How'd
people.
you know they're Asian?
They were very obviously Asian phenotypically.
Like they walked up to you and they're like, oh, or like
no. See now you guys try to put me in the trick bag and ended up hanging yourselves. That's crazy. I didn't even need to hit you with the reverse Uno card. Y'all just went straight for it.
Shout out to my Asians,
bro. No. Let me do that.
Shout out to my Asians.
You let me do that, bro.
Hey, shout out to the Filipinos and Cambodians, man.
Yeah, shout out to the jungle Asians for sure.
TF Third definitely about to pull up on y'all.
Oh God, TF Third reminds me of Mowgli, kind of, from the Jungle Book type shit. You know what I'm saying?
The bucket.
Yo, what? The bear? Mowgli was the bear?
No, I think he was the kid that was like being raised by animals. He's kind of wild, kind of skinny, you know.
Yeah, Babalu was the bear.
He was like light skinned. Motherfuckers talking about it's too early for you to be talking about Babalu. Let's get into this fucking LaRussell shit. How about that? You know?
Yo, let's get into it. What y'all saying? Bay Area representation?
Yo, there's only one Bay Area rep, and he's got a rep for his mans. We don't claim him in the valley over here.
Hey, he ain't my nigga, man.
We kill people out here. We don't do that shit that LaRussell be doing.
That nigga said Epstein was heaven sent. His response was, y'all niggas are dumb for misinterpreting what I said. Nigga, fuck you. We know what you meant. It just didn't have to be said, bro.
That's all I'm saying is like, what's the next layer? Like, I get it. God made everything. Everything that's ever been on earth is made by God, so it's technically heaven sent. But after that, is that all we're getting? That's the only message we're getting?
At least make it listenable. Like, bro, if it's a clever bar, maybe we look past it. Who the fuck about to ride around with that shit max volume? Donald Trump too. He not even rhyming. He just talking.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it when Kanye made me say HH, and I'm like, this is hard because he actually made it sound good. Like, and he was saying that. You know what I mean? So it's like if LaRussell did an HH style song and was saying Epstein was heaven sent, dun dun dun.
Yeah,
I'd be like, hold on, like we might be onto something, but he didn't. This isn't Yeezus. This isn't the Epstein Yeezus. This is fucking Kids Bop Barney Yeezus. And it's just, I don't know what the fuck.
You're scaring the hoes, LaRussell.
Dance with the devil ass LaRussell showed up.
But it's not even, it's nowhere near Yeezus at all. And I feel like that's the part a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that are being like, oh, y'all are being willfully obtuse, is that the song sucks. the sounds he's making sucks. You feel me? Like all it is a clip. Like there's no way that there could be an actual song.
There's not a real
like,
song. I think that was the best take,
that.
bro. That was the best take. I forgot who I heard say that.
Shit hot right now. He said, "Hey, bro, you need to stir some shit up for us at the Rock, Cuddy."
Oh God, and it's interesting too because he's trying to be on his like prophetic, conscious rapper type shit, but you could tell he has no fucking clue how deep and insidious the Epstein shit is and the conversations that are happening around it, both like politically, morally, and ethically. Like he has no understanding of what the discussion is. He just feels like he needs to be a part of it and maybe create a moment and make people like open their eyes. But like this is the great awakening. Like people's eyes are already fucking open on the left, on the right, in between.
It's like the biggest thing in the country. We don't need LaRussell to enlighten us about it. Like 2 months after the shit already like kind of went through its like highest news cycle. Like
he hasn't even watched a Joe Rogan video about what people are talking about.
Yeah, if you haven't watched fucking Alex Jones in the past 6 months, I don't want to hear your fucking take on Epstein, okay? You know what I mean? Like, you got to get in the weeds if you're going to tell me anything new about Epstein here.
Y'all fuck with Tim Dillon?
Yeah, I do. I just don't like these guys that were shilling for the right, and now that it's falling apart, they're like, oh, actually, I'm a good guy, so I'm a turn on Trump. It's like, you're still dick-sucking him the whole election cycle and helped get him elected.
I don't know if Tim Dillon had a Trump.
For sure. I'm deep in this comedy game. Tim Dillon was 100%, even if it was on some memes, satirical. He was absolutely rocking with my boy Trump for sure.
What about the... Or so are you talking about like, okay, what about more of the serious stuff, not necessarily the
no, he's still, I mean, he definitely wasn't a Kamala dude, I'll tell you that much. I mean, nobody was. None of those guys were.
Nobody was. And that's like the whole shit, the criticism on the Democratic Party is like, what are you guys doing? But regardless, like the CNN take he did.
No, I fuck with Tim, and he is, you know, he seems pretty smart and measured, but sometimes, yeah, he just... it's hard to tell where his, you know, values lie sometimes, you know. Is it just for the laughs, or do you really believe this stuff, or is it just like a powerful kind of like comedic statement you're finna make, you know?
Nah, facts. But you know what this LaRussell shit though really reminds me of, getting back on topic, was like Doja Cat about like a month ago told like celebrities it's time for you to shut the fuck up and build your mystique back. You know what I'm saying? Like, work on your craft. Nobody cares what you have to say about the world and its greater problems at large. You know what I'm saying? And like, LaRussell can't even do that because he's a fucking Instagram rapper. His whole shit is built off of like the clip game and high visibility, being in front of people and stuff. And you got to think like his music is suffering because of that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you could have your eye on both of the balls. And he says like he's on some guerrilla fashion like shit with his, you know, the work he produces. Like he's hands-on with it type shit. So
yeah, I definitely could see that for sure. Like he's like a master reel maker at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how good of a rapper he is, but he's a master at making reels. Let me tell you what. But is that the only
is selling the bag so much lately? I don't remember the last time a Bay nigga got in position and then took the fuck off with it, bruh. SOB RBE, height of their career, let's beef about some street shit. LaRussell gets eyes on him, says some dumb shit about Lil Wayne, and then says these dumbass niggas are heaven sent that nobody likes. You know what I mean? It's like we self-sabotage like a motherfucker, bro.
That's facts. That's a Northern California type of thing, honestly, in general. Sacramento's got that same problem, but we just be killing each other out here instead. Motherfuckers just stay in Sacramento too long. I feel like it's a NorCal thing, staying in the Bay too long.
I feel like in the Bay, though, y'all got some real champions out there that y'all don't want to, like, herald. And I know we said this before, but, like, Larry June, like, I always thought, like, the dude out the Bay who had the most potential to me, all black, and 22nd Gym. That little shit that they had going and stuff, especially them couple of tracks with Draco and shit, Peasy, bruh, they were touching on a lot of different sounds, you know, but it didn't seem like fools wanted to uplift them in the Bay.
I could fuck with all black, but for me, Offset Jim, every song damn near sound exactly the fucking same.
I fuck with Offset,
22nd
Jim.
nigga. And,
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
he
he be
kind of remind
shit
me of
talking
Detroit
though.
and shit. He remind me of the
he
Detroit shit for
he just be
sure.
hella monotone. Like, you know how some
Nah, I
niggas
feel
at
that.
least change the pitch? That nigga,
Yeah.
some nigga in his head, 22nd way. Every
Yeah,
time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
nah, I
you know,
fuck with. I would say I fuck with
bro.
All Black. They got the one umbrella shit now though, with all of them together, and they're kind of seem like they're doing well and running it up. Who's a Zay Bang, fucking Lil Yee, 22nd Jim, fucking All Black isn't in one umbrella, is he?
He is,
He
yeah.
is.
And it's like Empire's in the Bay, right? Empire's in the Bay.
That's who they're all
I
signed
see.
to. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the one umbrella is all signed to Empire because that's why Trevor Potter's fucking with them heavy because he's signed to Empire too, as their
That shit
Yes,
slap.
it's like Empire don't be lifting up the Bay Brothers like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem that
They're
way. It look like
trying
they be
though.
trying
It's
to get
just not
everybody
catching
else.
on. It doesn't. I guess you know what I'm saying. I think just like they're all kind of like the Bay Area artists that kind of hit the Bay ceiling, and now they're grouped up trying to like get out of that Bay ceiling.
Out of
but
that Bay
it's still
ceiling, yeah.
kind of the whole. Every time I see them, it's because they're in like a Bay Area algorithm type of piece of content.
Yeah, facts.
Feel
And
like
I
they
follow
gotta.
a lot of those
I
dudes.
think they need to
so.
go to like LA and do some content just to get out of like, oh, we're at the wharf and we're doing this shit with one umbrella. We're at, in Oakland, we doing it's like, yeah, we know that you motherfuckers are from the Bay. You've been doing this for 10 plus years. Let's maybe, I don't know, go somewhere else and like go on vacation and shoot a one umbrella vlog or something. I don't know. Yeah, just give them something different.
That shit slap, bruh, but it's fucked up because I got a partner that, we ain't gonna get too deep, but him and Zay Bang, you feel me? They ain't really that smooth. I be joking like them niggas gonna win a Grammy dissing your ass. You gonna be sick.
That's funny.
You gonna be sick as fuck
That's
out
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
none of those dudes were my favorite, but All Black definitely by far I listen to more than everyone else from One Umbrella. But yeah, I hope they do get some shit cracking because they're a much better representation of the Bay than LaRussell. They're much more, representative of the Bay and different sides of the Bay and shit. And really growing up in the Bay from different cities and shit. So I would love to see One Umbrella kind of be the face, but maybe they gotta start making Barney raps and then fucking they'll get put on the main stage.
Hell nah.
But
Kill the Barney shit.
But yeah, what's y'all final thoughts on LaRussell? Do you think he needs to just take a break from the internet, just push through it? Do you feel like is the only path that IG real rappers can make is ending up in like a Dax category, or do you feel like you could be like a legitimate artist and be like mostly on social media?
I feel like he should take a break and drop some fire, whether it's a few songs or a whole work, you know what I mean, a whole album or something. But he is a fucking Instagram rapper. I think he knows what the fuck he did. He did that shit for a reason, I'm pretty sure. I do think he's not as smart as we think. The more I listen to that nigga, I'm like, nigga might be low. That nigga, he might be an Aunt Hefe smart dumb nigga, bro. I don't know.
Oh my god, here we go again.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, but I mean, he might as well just stick with it. Right now, he got all the eyes on him again. Everybody gonna hate him, but I think he just want the fucking money. I really think that's all it's about for him right now.
Real quick though, he didn't know what he did, bro. He didn't know what he did. No,
he probably did it.
He knew that the controversy was going to be obviously inevitably controversial. But like he's looking for, I saw somebody say I was riding down some street with my wife and this was playing and we were just taken aback or whatever in the comments. I don't know if he was being facetious or he was being real, but he does have fans that connect with him.
No, for sure.
Through thick and thin.
Normies,
for sure. So
like normie ass people.
Thinking,
if you're a normie ass fucking person from NorCal, you fuck with LaRussell and you're like, hell yeah, like LaRussell's our champion. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. He thinks that is stronger than the general public's perception. And he just realized like, no, because if this was a calculated move, bro, we would have seen the Christian rap song drop or something. Like this would be like a foundational pivot, but he's really just not as smart as he thinks. He's not as smart as he fucking thinks.
Right.
And he really put that shit out. He performed it in front of those people. God bless those people that in the crowd, like, you feel me? Like trying to box to it, like
that shit
trying to figure that shit out.
They like, what the fuck he just said?
And he's made kind of like controversial statements, maybe not this controversial, but he said shit, I guess maybe along the same kind of lines, like trying to be a little rage baity in some type of ways, like love the racist people kind of vibes or shit like that. But he didn't have the Rock Nation signee spotlight on him. So it's like certain shit just like, 50 reels getting posted a day. If one of them's rage baity, it might not get picked up. But now that you just said some shit about Wayne, you just signed to Jay-Z after claiming you're never going to sign to nobody. So now we're just like, people are itching to get on your ass. So you're just adding fuel to the fire. Which, like they say, maybe all publicity is good or whatever they like to say, but it's not seeming like, and he even said, my engineer told me not to do this, so he's going against his own people. If that conversation ever happened or if that song even was ever made for real, the engineer was like, you shouldn't drop this probably, and he's like, bet I'm gonna drop this. Like you didn't take the right message, my G. This isn't a movie. Yeah, this isn't Through the Wire and you're Kanye shopping it at fucking Rock Nation back in the day. You're not going up to the fucking A&Rs and playing Through the Wire. This is the Epstein was heaven sent song. Like, let's be clear.
It might even be a case of he's getting all this like all these views and shit. And you just realize, like, damn, I really just don't like this nigga. The more exposure he gets, you like, this is not the type of person I would align myself with. The more I find out about him, you feel me? So
I'm trying.
I just seen 1100 talking about he defends pedophiles or some shit. I gotta look into that. 1100. I don't know if you know who that is, Moose or Ricky. You feel me? It was like Mitchell and 1100. They was on like some Thizzler ciphers. They got a couple slaps.
Oh yeah, I know 1100 for sure.
He was like, hey, if you fuck with LaRussell, don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with LaRussell. I don't fuck with anybody that defends pedophiles. I don't fuck with none of that shit. So I just seen that today. I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta look into this shit.
I hate LaRussell, but saying if you fuck with LaRussell, don't fuck with me is so funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, don't follow me if you follow LaRussell.
That's kind of like some virtue signal shit in itself. Like, all right, we get it, bro. None of us fuck with pedophiles. Like, we get it, man.
But 1100 said that, right?
Yeah, he posted on his story. I'm like, what the fuck?
I fuck with the way like bro carries himself. Like I could see that. I could see him saying that and really being like, yeah, it's a moment, whatever. It's virtue signaling. But like I know he's standing on that shit. Like he's basically like, this nigga's a goofy. I know I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna tell him he's a goofy when I do see him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a stand-up type of dude, is what I'm saying. You know,
that might be the beef we need for the Bay. LaRussell.
Nah, but that like 1100 wouldn't even beef with him, bro. Like he's too goofy to beef with. He's too goofy to beef with, bro. 1100 got like a cool little slept on wave that he could build out type shit, but LaRussell is just like even the same day he posted the Epstein shit, it was either maybe, or it was the second day where he was like the suck my dick video or whatever. And then he posted this video where he was like, such and such rapper said he messes with the movement, but he doesn't mess with the music. And he was like, I respect that. And I appreciate that because the movement is, bigger than whatever. And he was talking about how he does all these different things that, he's clearly not fucking doing. But like, that's what LaRussell's appeal was, is like, we fuck with this dude trying to get it out the mud. He's like literally trying to get it out the garage with his cousins and his homies and shit. And he's ruining all of that favor that he bought, during those times. Like he's just ruining it. Like this is why you was in the garage. Maybe we need to keep you in the garage, bro.
Let's keep him in there.
Yeah, I mean the biggest motherfuckers at the Bay produce is G-Eazy and LaRussell, so I guess you gotta start speaking on taking part on that and that shit. You know what I mean? We got Mozzie and Briss, y'all got LaRussell and G-Eazy. So
Briss is crazy. I know it's gotta be one nigga that got some more bangers than Briss for y'all.
No shit, all we got is like Lil TYS and fucking motherfuckers like that and shit. But
Our
yeah.
heyday was the early 2000s and the 90s, bro. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? It sucked to say,
No,
but
yeah. Your guys' highs was much higher, so you guys still riding on that for sure. But we need a new wave of the Bay in Northern California that's doing some dope shit.
consistent way for
Yeah,
sure.
Man,
yeah.
y'all gotta ease up on G-Eazy with the pop rap, bro. Y'all
No,
gotta ease
don't
up on
start, Ricky. Like, this
y'all
isn't
gotta ease
helping
up
your
on G-Eazy.
fucking white boy allegations,
You
bro.
guys gotta ease
Don't
up
get on
on
your
G-Eazy,
Jeezy
bro.
fucking hill.
Cause success is success, bro. Like a lot of these motherfuckers couldn't make a song. A lot of these motherfuckers couldn't make a song as whatever G-Eazy's best song is.
What's the last
Facts.
one he dropped?
No,
Though? At
no,
least
that's
with- at
not
least with
true.
consistency.
I can
Facts,
tell
they
you an
couldn't.
all black song that's better than Jeezy's best fucking song easily. I don't want to listen to Halsey fucking sing and then fucking Jeezy come in. Yeah,
Let me see G-Eazy's biggest track.
the
Let me
right
see
girl and the
G-Eazy's
wrong
biggest track.
night, or whether however the fuck he be flowing and shit. That shit's ass, my boy.
As a nigga that appreciate all music, I could get jiggy with his shit, but I wish he would have just repped us a little harder. He kind of did, but it kept watering down the more he popped.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, he make music that's gonna pop every time, dog.
He's the Bay Area MGK. He came out talking about
Doesn't
I'm from
he
the
have a
Bay, like
song with all
MGK
black?
came out saying, "Bitch, I'm from the land." And now he's wearing nail polish and he's punk rock. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The only white boy I'm jacking is my boy Jack Harlow. He said he got blacker. What do y'all think?
Hey, I didn't listen to that album. But
Me
I
neither.
heard
They
one
said it's ass,
snippet.
which disappointed me. I'm gonna still slap it, but they said it's ass. But what y'all think
But they
about him
might-
saying that on my new album, there's a lot of white dudes out here that were in black culture that got all whitewashed. I actually became blacker on my new album. What do y'all feel about that? A lot of people were kind of turned off by that as two black gentlemen yourself, maybe of different complexions, but from the same tribes. Speak on it made me blacker.
Man, you know what I want to get on with that is I can't believe this nigga TDE Punch. Was it Punch or was it who's the
They're all the same. Musa, Punch, they all come from the same like talking head to
Punch?
me.
I can't believe he had the nerve to get on Twitter talking about, oh, this is outrageous. How do you get blacker after Kendrick Lamar spent an entire summer challenging Drake's blackness and they stood by it? He recently tried to get on the academic dude who was saying it was wrong for Kendrick to challenge Drake's blackness.
I like that guy.
His talking points
I
were.
love
Yeah,
Brody.
yeah, that dude
I
is
love
dope.
the light skinned fool. He's riding.
He tried to get at him. He tried to get at him and said what he was saying was bullshit. Now he want to be mad at Jack Harlow for making a joke. Like, come on, bro. These niggas is bullshit. They don't stand for like some shit. I'm not gonna say they don't stand for nothing, but this like deep world principle shit. No, they stand for something. I'm not gonna attack them like that.
Nigga said, don't clip me, nigga. Chill out.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying like
what you saying? I'm just fucking around.
The shit that they stand on, that they trying to talk about is like some ethically superior shit. Is bullshit.
That's what's
bullshit,
annoying,
bro.
That's what's cringy, bro.
Like a lot of these dudes just like aren't as smart as they really think they are, and how they're like actively contradicting themselves. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I understand because I saw Jack Harlow on It Is What It Is, and I kind of got a sense for his sense of humor back in the day. Clearly, he was making a joke. Clearly, it's a fucking joke. Sure. But now you want to go full lib PC. What do you mean you got blacker? How
let's be real.
Shut up.
We see the TD mind virus in Spody face every podcast he does. Let's be real. It's that same kind of attitude where it's like, just because I feel this way and I feel like I'm morally superior, anything that you say it isn't going to get taken in the same context that anything I should say should be taken in. And it's just like, bro, this is why we be hating y'all and feel like it's just so cringe that everyone's just like, don't say anything about TDE because really they're doing all this positive shit. Man, I'm so tired of that shit, bro. But yeah, the Jack Harlow shit, obviously it was a joke. But what you think, Deesh? What you think?
I mean, to be honest, it seemed like Jack Harlow down with the culture, bro. But I think with our people specifically, sometimes it seems like they come across as like it being a kink, you know, being down with the culture. You know what I mean? Like some shit they chase and they want some like They want positive feedback from the black community
Some
saying all this shit.
cred.
Like, oh, look, I'm down with y'all. I'm down with y'all. But I think the nigga means it in this case. I don't know. It's kind of like Lil Dicky. Like, that nigga's down for the culture, bro. No matter how much you want to hate the nigga, you can tell he really with it. I didn't really listen to the album or anything, but the snippet I heard, the nigga was sounding like a white Common or some shit. The nigga was.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that type of shit.
2004 fucking neo soul music video or
God,
some shit.
yeah, we need Jack Harlow flowetry for sure. I'm trying to hear it.
Flowetry.
Yeah, as far as the album, I haven't heard it, so I don't want to really like weigh in on that. But I'm not here to defend the fact that Jack Harlow making a neo soul album feels a little goofy. I think it does feel a little goofy, and especially the rollout with the, like, you know, Les said, like all this earth tone, Zara, fucking, you know, fall collection shit. It's just goofy. It is very cosplay-y. It's very performative, and you know, I'm not one to talk. I just defended J. Cole being performative, and you know,
Jeezy,
you can
and Jeezy.
We'll get back to that, but you can do it in a tasteful way, and I feel like he's trying to do that. He's trying to signal like nostalgia, the music of old, and communicate that. But like a part of me does feel like it is just a little corny. I want to listen to it, see how I feel about the album. I don't know. I think that the conversation is interesting to me, that he feels like he's, you know, quote unquote, getting blacker, rededicating himself to the craft by going deeper into the different sounds of the craft and the music that orbits it. But I think at a time where hip hop is struggling, if you're on a song with Drake talking about, I'm trying to pick your mind about how do I become the greatest, and I feel like I'm next up, I've been the rapping ass white boy the whole time. Now is the fucking time to rap. Now is the time to rap, not a soft pivot into like less braggadocious music, whatever. No, bro. Like, if you're for the culture and rap is struggling, create rap fucking moments. Cause all this is really created is us talking about the spectacle around the music.
You cosplaying some shit, yeah.
Yeah,
but
so why not just fucking rap? You know what I'm saying? And I know people say his last album was, you know, it flopped.
The last like two, honestly, flopped low key.
I like a few joints off of that album. I felt that its cohesion was missing a little bit, but like, bro, I love when rappers get on and they go and get a song with Pharrell. You gotta go get a song with Pharrell. You have to go work with him. You feel me? He had a few little joints, Movie Star, Dua Lipa, The First Class, and all the major hits. I wasn't really too super, you know, geeked on or whatever, but like Churchill Downs, huge moment. Like, I wouldn't say that this album was necessarily a flop. Is it like a super memorable like rap classic? No, it's not. But like, keep swinging, keep trying, keep giving rap more moments. You know what I'm saying? None of this soft pivot bullshit. It just feels, it doesn't feel hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It feels scary.
I think the reason why I fuck with just maybe, let's just rewind, and I fuck with the take on I became blacker. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that.
I ain't gonna lie, I could fuck with it because I'm tired of like, remember Post Malone came in this,
bro, that's what I was just about to say, bro. That's all we hear about is we got Post Malone. We got who else has done the pivot out of
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
There's Malone, Miley Cyrus.
Who's the one that was just on my mind that I'm forgetting? Machine Gun Kelly, yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. Even no, Yellow Wolf's still down with the rapidy rap ash. I swear to God, he still is. The biggest one that I just seen was I seen Jelly Roll throwing up GD. Bro, Jelly Roll used to be with the shits and was banging and shit. Yeah. And now look at where he's at. He's on the country billboards and with the white people and talking about, I don't really be speaking on politics when they ask him about ICE. But bro was at a hearing like the year before speaking on some politics. So, you know what I'm saying? We seen Jelly Roll switch up too. I was like, damn, Jelly Roll used to be a GD? It's crazy. And now this is how he is. So all these people we see just fucking suck up all the juices of hip hop and then fucking move on when it's all dried up. You know what I'm saying? They go and fuck with the white folks and go, okay, it's time for me to become Kurt Cobain all of a sudden when I was trying to be DMX before. You feel me? So it's just like, that's crazy. You feel me? So I'm going to give him credit because it's a joke, obviously, but he's just saying, I'm doing the opposite. You see dudes drop a couple bad albums that flop in hip hop that are white, and we see a pivot into punk rock. We see a pivot into fucking, Coldplay ass music. I went deeper into my black music bag and try to explore some other type of, black music and shit. So I feel like he gets some love for that because that's all people get criticized for doing the opposite. He should get some love for doing the other way.
I hear that, but I also feel that we're allowed to call him out because this does feel like a soft pivot. You can say I got blacker because I made a neo soul album, but if y'all peeped the No Jumper show, they were talking about all these white dudes who have been singing in R&B, quote unquote, I guess like black rhythmic music.
Yeah, John B.
What I'm saying?
I mean, John B is the best. If he made some John B type tracks, he'd be some of the biggest shit in America right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like come on, John B. I mean, Bobby Caldwell. We got some soulful Bobby white Caldwell, boys.
That's what I was thinking about. But I wonder though, what is the conversation? Right? Is the conversation about pivoting away from hip hop, or is it about pivoting away from black music?
I think it's blackness and black culture in general. Because Post Malone came out with braids and a grill, and now he's like wearing boots and like Wrangler jeans. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just the music that changed. He could have still been singing on Wiz Khalifa songs, wearing Wranglers and fucking cowboy boots, but he didn't do that. He started working with Morgan Wallen as soon as he put that shit on.
And I think he started talking shit about hip hop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and saying how like stale it is and shit and all this, like how
with him it's more hip hop for me because I'm like, why we put you on and now you want to diss the shit that got you in position. You know what I mean?
See, because that's where I want to like get into the finer details of the conversation, because if we're talking about just pivoting away from hip hop, then you could also say that Jack Harlow is doing that. You know what I'm saying? He did pivot away from hip hop. Black culture, that is a conversation to be had as well. But then that makes me think of artists like Doja Cat, who, came out on some hip hop shit, a little bit mixed, trap, whatever. And then when she had her biggest moments, what did she do? She went pop. She did keep hip hop around that and all that, you know what I'm saying? But she went very hardcore pop. She made a lot of money. Then what did she do after that? She had her coming back to rap moment with Claude. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know if I'm willing to, like, are we persecuting artists maybe
criticized
too hard
for that? Should she get criticized for? Because like,
I don't think she should.
Nicki did the same thing. Nicki did the same thing. Pink, saying the Pink album was like super pop. You feel me? At the height of her career.
Maybe I'm thinking of artists like MGK or
but
whatever.
Also, all these people are black, so that's why it's always going to be different. For sure. As soon as you become white, it's like,
though.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm thinking about the business and getting your money on the pop side, having some really trendy shit that maybe isn't super hardcore rap. And then, like I said, Doja did right. She had her coming back to hip hop moment type shit. So like,
why I think Jack should get credit is because I think the neo soul shit is not trendy at all. It is not, money grabby at all. It is you have to create very quality music for people to even listen to it if you make a neo soul type shit. So I feel like he took a very almost niche, kind of thing that not a lot of people are making nowadays, and that's the lane that he took. Kind of shows that he could easily go fucking hop on a pop song and write some corny ass verse for Imagine Dragons and fucking drop a song and it's gonna get played at NFL games. But you know what I'm saying, he made some neo soul shit. Maybe it's ass. That's what I've been hearing. I'm with somebody who believes in Jack Harlow, but he disappoints me a lot. Obviously he's supposed to be like the white Drake. I love Drake, so in turn I like Jack Harlow. But yeah, he's kind of like this, D-list Drake at this point.
White Roddy Rich right there.
White so Roddy really Rich disappointed. That is a good comparison though. That was spot on. So you were totally disappointed in Jack Harlow's last album? Were both of y'all totally disappointed?
Yeah, the last one, yes. All it had was that glamorous flip, and then everything else was it seemed a little soulless to me. The bars are a little I don't know. It started getting a little too I'm cosplaying as Drake. You know, it's on Churchill Downs kind of vibes.
Losing himself.
You know
Losing himself, you feel me? See, I think that question is real good, Ricky, though, about if we're looking for the separation from hip hop or blackness, because I think honestly it's a little bit of both. Because the shit just reminds me of you go to school with a nigga and he all thugged out, down with the culture. You see this nigga like 6 years later, this motherfucker Trump supporter or some shit talking about fucking hip hop is horrible music or something. I think he's unlocked something with me where I'm like, I seen that shit so much growing up that when I see a fucking rapper or something do it, I'm like, man, I fucking hate this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, for real. That's how I feel about all the edgelord kids now that are like maggot out and shit like that, and you know, you hide it behind their Christianity. I was like, I thought you were punk rock, bro.
No,
all the dank
supposed to think
memers
all
is
this
fucking
shit.
MAGA members now, bro. The niggas that was doing dank memes out here raiding the Capitol and shit.
No facts. Hey, at least Clavicular's still rapping Blueface and saying the N-word. Shout out to Clavicular, bro.
Yo, he's wild.
Let's see. What did they say? Right, Ricky acting like he's leaving with Tam if she gets fired. Normal ones, by the way. Why does people keep saying that?
Normal ones.
They keep saying me, Ricky, and Tam are trying to be the normal ones at No Jumper, and like that's what we're pushing hella hard. It's like I'm just being myself.
That's crazy, bro.
I had to have this moment the other day where I was like, I really need to appreciate the fact that I come up here and like the No Jumper verse is so tuned in to characters. They're always trying to figure out someone's character that people think that like any part of me is made up. Like that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, welcome to the internet. Like, you're not a real person. This is your matrix representation of yourself. It's wild as fuck, bro.
Yeah, but shit. Speaking of you appreciating the No Jumper, and your other co-host was not appreciating No Jumper, and she was not happy at all. Has been so salty in my comments ever since I posted that clip of us talking about it, and she's not directly throwing shade to me, but every comment somebody's like, you know what, you were saying some true stuff, and she's like, yeah, you agree with me because you're not fucking fan the fuck out and just fucking dick riding, brown nosing and sucking Adam's dick. I'm like, okay, damn. And I'm taking it easy. I could go crazy, but Tam's a woman at the end of the day, a smart black woman. I'm not finna go in on Tam, but just know that I'm sorry that I disagreed with you. I felt like you came off ungrateful, and the majority of motherfuckers that saw that clip felt the same exact way. Yes, if we add some context, maybe there's some different feelings there, but at the end of the day, yes, when you're on a platform with 5 million subs, no matter what the content is, it's gonna benefit you more than not. More than fucking having a fucking YouTube page with 100,000 subs that hasn't been active for 2 years, and when you drop shit, it gets 200 views. So I get more views than you, and I have 500 subs. You got 100,000. What are we talking about? Like, it's not the same thing as like Aunt Hefe building up a page of 20,000, and it's people who come to watch Aunt Hefe talk. That is something built up, an actual platform where it's you're the personality. Tam, respectfully, you repost Jay-Z live performances and talk about Sierra and Future's kids' birthday party and shit. That's not like you being the main stage, the main staple of your platform. So all I'm saying is nobody knew you from no fucking YouTube. We knew you because you did well in the contest just like me and Ricky did. So it's like to act like you're just this fucking seasoned vet in YouTube and you're around all these fucking randoms every day on No Jumper. You are also a random. Nobody knew who the fuck you were before No Jumper. Let's just be real. Yes, you want to go and hang out on red carpets and hang out with white people who don't give a fuck about you. That's fine. You could have that dream. I'm cool with hanging with the Mexicans and the black fools, and if we gotta talk about some gang shit sometimes, that's just what we gotta do. But I've been on No Jumper 10 plus times. I've never had to speak on no gang shit. I try to bring some new shit to the platform. Maybe you can do that too. Don't just go with the flow. Tam been on Thursdays for how long? Take the reins. Make that your show. Say, I don't want to do Flacco topics. I want to do my topics. Here's some topics. Have you done that? If not, then shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying.
Says I don't want to go in on Tam, proceeds to go in on Tam.
I've been holding back, bro. Like, you know, I be trying to hold back, bro. But she doing all this slick shit. It's like, Oh yeah, could Moose handle being up here? Like, handle what? What the fuck has Tam done up there? I debated Brandon. What outside of the news has Tam done out there? Not one piece of content, maybe then a live stream to a protest. That's it. At least I got up there and proposed some shit. Propose some shit other than get me in the Grammys. Get me into this fucking red carpet event. Do some work first. Maybe they'll work harder to get you in the Grammys. You feel me?
Well, Tam did say she has proposed some things and she has reached out to some people about, coming up to No Jumper, and she was met with an unfavorable response. As have I, you know what I'm saying, reached out to people, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't reach out to people on my own. I should let the back channels reach out to people and stuff like that, because it seems like a little bit more professional. But I did see that narrative, and I saw a comment that was pretty spot on, is that's something that has happened throughout the history of No Jumper. House Phone has talked about it, T-Real, AD, everyone. Not everyone is going to want to come on the platform. I don't necessarily think that's super indicative of No Jumper's like health and viability. But I think that we got to not get caught in the weeds with this conversation, and just know that this was like the conversation that started the conversation. Like you said, sometimes topics are the idea of a topic. And I think Tam was truly frustrated, and she was voicing her opinion, and it helped us have a larger conversation about maybe, some of the things that are currently happening that aren't super tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
I
shout out
agree
to
with
Neem.
Tam.
He made that. Yeah, he made the
Tam.
video about like No Jumper was not about the gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but
it was
even
about
Neem,
different.
bro, I was watching some of them videos. He's so fucking biased against Adam. It's just hard to take the opinion. Like, I don't want to be seen as Adam Glazer, but I also am not going to be an Adam fucking, like, everything he does is just negative. And anytime someone speaks out negatively against Adam, they have to be in the right because Adam's the big dog. And people, obviously don't want to say he's right over the employee who's complaining. But I'm just saying that it's just like, just her reaction to people disagreeing with what she's saying just kind of is more indicative to the situation and the future at No Jumper than anything else. It's like, she's telling me she's complaining about the chat being on her. The chat flames everybody. Tam goes through the Reddit live on her stream and reads every mean comment. Maybe that's aiding to it. I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe don't do that. Maybe, maybe motherfuckers don't want to come up to No Jumper. I'm not inviting nobody to No Jumper. I'm trying to think of shit where I can do content at No Jumper. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't need nobody to do a debate with Brandon. I looked around and said, this is some content I could do that has nothing to do with gangs, has nothing to do with porn, has nothing to do with bullshit, has nothing to do with drama. It's a new topic, politics, that was not on No Jumper before. Did it do 1 million views? No, it did about 30K, around the same as the news does. But at least I fucking tried. You know what I'm saying? At least I didn't sit there and cry and say, No Jumper doesn't do shit for me. What the fuck do you do for No Jumper other than clock in and sit on a couch for 2 hours a few times a week? That's not doing very much. Anyone could do that. Anyone can do that.
I feel like you got to also understand that she's in a little bit of a pressure cooker. Yeah, some of her actions are putting her in the pressure cooker by like maybe being super involved and reading negative comments and stuff like that for show. But also to sitting on the couch, being subjected to the live chat, not that they were super paying attention to it, the comments, whatever. You have to understand, like, No Jumper is a bit of a conundrum. Like, I feel like even the fans are confused about what they want and what they appreciate and stuff like that. And of course, the people in the live stream, that's just a subsect of fans. The people that comment, that's a subsect of fans or whatever. And then there's this black box with, hundreds of thousands of views to tens of thousands of views. And that could be confusing for someone who does want to contribute and wants to put forth their best foot and maybe start to, introduce newness, right? Like, the fans are going to inherently push back against that. Like, we're talking about Game of Thrones or whatever. Tam's bringing her topics and people are like, why the fuck are you talking about this? Don't nobody give a fuck about your opinion on this. Don't nobody give a fuck about your opinion on politics. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a lot of shit that I feel like could just prey on the average person's like psyche. I think like you feel me? I subscribe to stoicism. So I'm just like, don't care. Don't care, can't do anything about it. Fuck it, you know.
But isn't that kind of like what you have to do, bro? Like everybody, when I talk about politics, I've read a lot of fucking books. They still say, Moose, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're a libtard. You're fucking stupid. Every time Moose opens his mouth about politics, he just says some dumb shit. Am I gonna be like, oh man, Adam, oh my god? It's like, no, bro, keep it pushing. What is you crying for? Is all I'm saying. It's like, and I'm not saying. I just didn't want to be like the guy that's like, oh, you don't like America? Why don't you leave? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Tam should, you know what I'm saying? Because it's on Adam as well. They don't do no fucking coaching. Adam could easily be like, hey, Tam likes this type of content. Let's try to find some lane to do videos with Tam on her own or with a couple people where Tam could do her thing. It's on both sides. But I just think the way that Tam went about it and just like this kind of, you know, I don't know, bro, this like air of just like, all these motherfuckers are just gangbangers just talking about not doing shit outside of No Jumper. I want to be on a red carpet and they ain't helping me. No Jumper don't do shit for then I'm saying, okay, then leave. Why are you there for 8 months if it doesn't do anything for you?
Let me tie the bow on my last statements. Also, too, bro, Tam is a woman. And Tam carries herself like in that way. She's like a girly girl, bro. Like she's not trying to like be on some super masculine shit, whatever. Like she's just expressing herself like, and maybe this will come off a little sexist for me, but like as a woman does, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta like listen to the intonation of your girl and not necessarily what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? And like figure out what the solution actually is by, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like instinct or whatever, or what you got to dive deeper into the problem. The surface level stuff being said is not the stuff that's like triggering me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm thinking when as Tam is saying that, I literally am just flashing back to the last week's clip of Wack coming into No Jumper. I got Black Sam's paperwork. Lush, read this. Tam looks mad fucking uncomfortable in that moment. And let's be real, this is an active criticism that people have of No Jumper, that it's too banged out. Look at the Tuesday show. Adam sitting with a dude from IFG, from A-Tray, and from Fodes. And then it's him and Lush. That is it's a very strong political statement. My theory about that is that's Adam trying to do a little bit of cleanup PR of like, oh, you guys say I start all these gang wars, but look at how much peace I'm showing you. Look at all this bringing together that I'm doing.
I don't even think it's that deep, bro. I think those dudes are good potters. I think the gang shit is too overblown, bro. I'm so tired of the gang shit. Because you know better than anyone, Ricky, that those aren't just gang members.
No, but I know what it means though to LA to see that. Like I'm giving Adam credit in this moment. Like that is very important visually for like the next generation of these niggas that are in the streets, people that are transitioning out of the streets. They want to do something bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? Like the missing piece is like big deal. That would be like a fucking culmination of everything we pretty much got going on in the city. You know what I'm saying? So it is a good thing, but then you got to also understand that that's gonna put even a limitation on that. Like they don't know who clavicular is and all this other shit. And Adam just gets to run his clinic about how Adam doesn't know that clavicular is a piece of shit. And I was just potting with this kid who's getting bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those dudes are good potters. I think Munchie B being the best of them. I think the other dudes are developing, and Lush for sure. They are good. They're talented. I'm not taking anything away from them. I like to refer to them as hood philosophers, not necessarily just the members. But that still does put a cap and limitation on what you're doing because you're not in a balanced room. If you want to be like Joe Budden, you got Ice for the tough shit. You got your two homies that nobody really knows. You got Mona being the fucking comedian, and you got Joe Budden, who's the fucking brainchild. That's a balanced show.
That. But I don't see Tuesday
with like three members. Respectfully, Lush has a lot going on. I can introduce him in so many different ways. And Adam 22, the fucking porn star tuna, whatever the fuck persona he's putting out there to the world, that is not a balanced cast. That's a lot of extremists. And of course, that's going to stifle your ability to grow because you've effectively fucking cornered yourself. But that's what you've done. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's what you've done.
But how can you say that when he had T-Rail and AD on there and they're the biggest fucking West Coast gang member stars in the fucking California in podcasting and content?
Okay, Tam said,
Brick Baby fucking putting up millions of views.
Tam said, I don't view Aunt Hefe as a member. He's a rapper.
That was a cop-out. That's a cop-out.
Aunt Hefe has
it's because she didn't want to stand on the fucking that she was talking about Aunt Hefe. Let's be real.
AD is a rapper. AD is a rapper. Nobody knows, and this is all due respect to AD. This is a good thing. I don't look at AD as Compton-ass, Crip-ass AD. I look at AD, the fucking rapper, the performer, the dude that's connected with everybody in the city. They love him. You want to be around him. You want to party with him. Legendary shit. You feel me? Duno's a fucking comedian. T-Rail's smart enough to every time fucking gang shit comes on, he says, that's what I don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be messy, indulging in it a little bit? Yeah, but he was, especially when he was at No Jumper, being where he was from, he was smart enough to really, really suppress that side of him because they got a reputation.
I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you.
He had a blue bandana on his first episode at the end of the day. I don't know what we're talking about here.
He probably learned.
I know. Then why can't these guys learn is all I'm saying. It's the same exact thing is all I'm saying. It's the same exact thing. They will learn. And it's just I'm not looking at Tuesday to fucking rival No Jumper.
To the space about how they're reputables, not about their podcasting ability. That's how they're being brought in.
I never heard them talking about, hey, Aunt Hefe, how did you come up in the 8 trays? I've never heard that. They just talk about topics. This gang shit narrative is so overblown where they're just all we talk about is gang politics. I've been there 10 times. I've never spoken about no gang politics. I potted at that No Jumper fucking the Adam fight. We were up there for 12 hours. I never spoke about gang politics. I'm just so tired of this narrative. It's just that's the normie narrative, bro.
A stance that it doesn't exist and it's not something that people say and talk about.
No, it's 100% something.
I think politics. It's also Chicago gang politics.
I think it's just the normie view of No Jumper. But as somebody who's in that building every day, Ricky, you just know that this is not true. Even though it's the normie fucking thing from the Rico and the Brick Baby moments. And that is 1% of No Jumper's content is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? When it really comes down to what you're doing on a weekly basis, how many times is Ricky talking about gang politics on a weekly basis? And you're on there 3 times a week, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that my honest opinion on that is it's a wobbler. It's a 50-50. My bad. I clicked in this Discord shit. I'm on. It's a 50-50. I'm not gonna delegitimize what Tam is saying, but I'm also too, like I've said, I listened to it from an emotional standpoint. So I wasn't very much giving credence to what she's saying. She was saying Adam is bullying her. Adam's not bullying her, but she's a girly girl, and she might fucking interpret it as being bullied. Jalise, she's probably somebody you could push around a little bit, give her a noogie and shit like that.
But even her, we saw her start crying as soon as she got into it with the pod. She broke down and cried about some shit too.
I'm just saying it's personality type shit. Everybody has their lines. Maybe she doesn't, you know what I'm saying, necessarily appreciate whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Adam's take on it was right. Hey, Tam, when I come in here, I'm content. I'm not thinking about fucking being a real person. You know, so now maybe that Tam has heard that and she understands that. She's going to be like, okay, let me be content too.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to chill. It's just she got really salty over getting criticized over this take. She got overly salty.
Content too, though.
All right.
Tam is
then I'm doing content too. I'm doing content too.
Everybody's just doing content. Everybody's just doing content.
Because DeJean Paul, Jessica West, and Tam were over there flaming me last night. I'm not going to lie. And I'm going to let y'all live. Shout out to the gay folks. Shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But just know when y'all was saying, I don't know if Moose could handle being up there every week. I don't know if Moose could handle Wack going at him. I guess we going to find out next week, motherfucker, because I'm about to move down there and we going to see. I'll be up there weekly. And I guess we'll find out who does better out of all 3 of you motherfuckers that have been on No Jumper and me, DeJean, Jessica West, and Tam. Let's see who puts up more numbers and makes a better imprint in this media game. And we'll see. I promise you by 2026, I'll be way bigger than all 3 of you. And that ain't no content. That's just facts.
See, I didn't do a good job of fucking tampering this because I feel like you and Tam would be really good together.
Yeah,
on the
no, it's
pod.
kind
I
of
don't want
fucked
you guys
Tam
to
now.
ruin
But shout out to
any,
Tam. I hope she does well. But honestly, with how soft she was acting and how in her feelings she is by me just making kind of like a joking take, like Tam, like Ricky, what's up with your homegirl? She seems ungrateful, and she's just like, Moose is just fanned the fuck out. He's not up here every week. He doesn't know what goes on here. It's like, okay, like I was just fucking around, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to do it like that, your YouTube page is dead. Yeah, your TikTok with 20,000 gets 300 views per video. Like, what do you want me to say? You don't get to act like a big dog when you don't do big dog shit. You've been on No Jumper and haven't had many moments other than stealing mangoes. You know what I mean? So it's just like, don't put it on the gang members like they just dirty and dumb and can't hang with you intellectually. Just bring something new to the platform and make the gang members talk about some shit you want to talk about.
Okay, and also too, like little last topic on this too, right? Like it is about unlocking people, right, and their potential and stuff. And I think this is Tam's like cry for help to be unlocked. Because let's be real, Tam has a very high ceiling. I believe she has a very high ceiling. But I think that it's just this is the conundrum of being at No Jumper. Fans will say that Gina Views was the worst female co-host on No Jumper when by far she was the fucking best. By far, Gina Views was the best co-host, female co-host from No Jumper, and has gone on to do some amazing shit, and I'm sure she's getting a bag for it.
No,
but
yeah,
fans don't appreciate that. They don't fucking understand that. So, like, Tam is struggling within the fandom to be appreciated and respected and, like, unlocked, so to speak.
But I think,
you
like,
know what I'm saying?
I think Gina, just like everybody else, though, like, did grow at No Jumper and become something better. At No Jumper, Gina, charismatic, yes. You know, cute, yes. Good podcaster. She was on, you know, Mad lately, and that's known as like the worst podcast in No Jumper history with Rosecrans Vic and that Asian dude Gabe. So it's just like, yes, Gina had the potential. Was she kind of annoying? Was she kind of like sensitive as well because the fans were attacking her hella? Yes, she kind of did go through the same exact thing, but she became that. Same with Duno. Duno was ass at podcasting, came through No Jumper, and now he's pretty fucking good at it. I'm not gonna lie, but I won't act like, you know, it wasn't rocky and then they built up, and then by the time they left, Gina really didn't see her best days until like Lush got fired and the whole shit fell apart. You know what I'm saying? She had just got that show with the rap and shit, like she was just getting her kind of bearings, and then the whole shit fell.
But then Adam has to ask himself though this too: did he ever get the best out of her? Was he ever able to come out with an idea?
Adam doesn't get the best out of most people. You know, Adam doesn't get the most out of most people. But I knew that. You know, I know that. So you have to kind of.
You could say she grew there, but it's like how did she? When you say stuff like that, right? That's a little contradictory because it's like, how did she grow there?
Like she went through the gauntlet. Like no matter what, good, bad, or ugly, you go through that gauntlet and you come out the other side, and you're either Sharp and Yuri or you're Gina Views. You know what I'm saying? Like. Everybody goes through the gauntlet, whether you like it or not. I
wonder if she ever had to go through a gauntlet, though. To be honest, like I truly wonder that, or if she just wasn't put in positions to broadcast her strong points. Because, like you're saying, Duno was ass at podcasting, right? I enjoyed Duno from like I don't know when I started tapping into at the end of the day, but it wasn't like that deep into it. I remember they celebrated their like 100th episode. I felt like I was there from day one and I was like rocking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because these people were put in a favorable position to succeed. You were able to see their bright points or whatever. And like Adam even complaining about being on a podcast with AD, like, and how it started to get stagnant and old and stuff is like, what in that dynamic was he responsible for? And what in that dynamic were you responsible for not being able to get the best out of AD towards the end of that arrangement or whatever? Maybe AD was just clocked out and it's all his fault. Maybe something about Adam's podcasting style lends to, you know, choking up AD's, you know what I'm saying, shtick or whatever.
It's Adam's like kind of arrogant attitude at times and kind of like, I don't need you. This is my platform at the end of the day. It's that attitude that he comes off when they get into disagreements. Paired with Community was starting up, doing good ass numbers, and AD was definitely saving takes from the Tuesday show to go crazy on Community. I remember those episodes when AD would sit there like this and be like, yeah, for sure. And then he's on Community and he's like, bam, bam, bam. he was like, let's go. He's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I remember these days. I was there. I was working for Back on Fig. I saw very clearly, and I agree. Duno's always been funny and good. I just meant like being clueless on hip hop, like his takes crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. You know, he grew, you know what I'm saying, into like being a better podcaster, not cutting people off and just talking about comedy every other sentence. Like just the little things. Like they said, Gino would always agree with Suspect and only talk back to Lush, but everyone else could have an opinion. Like, yeah, just little shit, you know what I'm saying, that makes you not as likable. And then by the time you go through the gauntlet, you're like, okay, maybe I could move around like this in conversations and be just a better conversationalist, I guess. And I think, I think Tam will be great. I think she could be fine. I think she would thrive best like in that red carpet interviewing celebrities, because that's her world, you know what I'm saying? That's her specialty. But at No Jumper, I think she could bring some shit. Just, I don't know, if you can't get interviews because No Jumper's brand's so burnt, then just try to think of some creative like commentary video or some type of insightful like video that you could do a one-off of and see how the numbers do, and just try something different other than sitting on the news. And then I feel like that will put more pressure and give more credence to your case against Adam and Josh and shit, that they're not helping you. But when you just sit on the news and clock in, and they're just not giving you ideas and pushing you, it doesn't seem like they do that with anybody. And that's kind of why No Jumper's, you know, at a point where it is right now, is they don't do enough coaching. Like, you know, Ricky said, like with AD and shit, Adam probably could have had a real convo, or even about money or any of that shit that they complained about. It's because it seems like there's a lot of like, you know, gray areas at No Jumper sometimes that they don't address.
They throw you out there to swim, man. You got to find your own way. If somebody take that initiative, it seemed like that shit pop every time. But if you just sit there and play your role, you going to be sitting there playing your fucking role the whole time, it seemed like. You know what I mean?
Facts. Like T-Rail, arguably when T-Rail got to No Jumper, would he be more, you know, accomplished than any of the hosts that are on No Jumper right now in some type of way, or at least up there towards the top? Being like Tyga's, you know, road manager or whatever and all that shit. Would we say that T-Rail, if he joined No Jumper today without his podcasting career and just his Tyga and all that shit, would he be one of the more accomplished guys at No Jumper today, you think?
No, he would just be like a dude, right?
But he wouldn't be seen as like a random, is what I'm saying. Like, he's got the industry connects, knows a bunch of rappers, connected to Schoolboy Q, Cash Money, Young Money, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
Heather Sanders is popping, you know what I'm saying? He would be at the top of the status of current No Jumper hosts, you know, at least in the upper echelon, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I thought you meant without.
No, my whole point is just that when T-Rail got to No Jumper, he was super accomplished, way more accomplished than me in terms of media and being outside and shit. He said that was his dream job. He treated it as though it was his dream job. Like he was getting paid $200 an episode and was still treating it as though he was about to run it up, go through this boot camp, become a great creator, soak up all the game and run it up and do his own thing. I just feel like that should be more of the mindset. And if you had more of that mindset, if you were running shit up like Flacco, you would have much more of a voice to Adam to be like, I'm doing big dog numbers over here. Why can't I do that here? I'm doing my part. Now it's time for y'all to do your part. That's all I'm saying. It's just to have that more of an attitude. I saw T-Rail humble himself and tell Adam that it was his dream to get paid $200 a week, No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? And now look what he created. And, you know, some sort of an empire, no matter how much Adam wants to down talk it.
Hey, you cooked with that. You cooked with that for sure. Yeah.
I've always remembered that when T-Rail like posted that vlog and he's like, bro, this is like my dream. I'm going to treat this like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to run it up. And that's how I'm looking at it. And yeah, Tam's a little more bougie. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we just a little more from the gutter, because this shit is fly to me. You feel me? I'll talk about gang politics because at the end of the day, I'm on No Jumper, one of the biggest podcasts on the West Coast. What you do with it at a certain point, I get it. All the Adam criticism, I'm finna let him hear it when we got a show together. I promise y'all. So don't let it get it twisted. I'm just saying, what you do with it, 4 million subscribers looking at you, even if it's 200,000 subscribers looking at you, even if it's not your fan base, even if it's not your group of people, if you get your shit off, they will come to you.
You can convert for sure. Yeah. And I agree with that. And that's why I was like, you know, thinking about it more as like an emotional appeal, not saying that her statements were completely absent of logic. feel like I've already defended that. But like, you know, that what I'm saying, like subscribing to stoicism, it's like I control what I can control. This is this dude's business. He could blow all this shit up tomorrow. I wouldn't be pulling up. So I'm not about to like voice my, you know, inner thoughts about, hey, maybe we could be better like this. Maybe we could be, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's inconsequential to a dude that's making like, I don't know, 50 racks off this shit a month. It's just like, oh, okay, dude, I picked from the competition to come up here and talk on my fucking cameras. Let's do exactly what you want to do for the next month, because I didn't just build all this shit, you know, overnight. So like
the guest in that crib,
but also it's like he only did the competition and brought you in because he needed something new. So I feel like you do have, if anybody in that building have the right to say some shit, it's Ricky, because he like handpicked you out of 60 plus people to go on there. So obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, like I definitely feel like because he wouldn't just, you know, he would just be grabbing a host and paying him a salary and just doing whatever and not doing no fucking sorting through anybody if he just had it all figured out and was Mr. Mastermind. You feel me?
Yeah, you dropped your crown, nigga. You dropped your crown, nigga.
No, but
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm saying that from the standpoint of like, bro, I'm gonna just fucking say what I'm thinking. Just masculine thinking, feminine thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm just like, how can I get to work? What could I be doing better? Versus like, I feel like women in society are given more space to talk about their feelings. As a dude, nobody really gives a fuck about how you feel. Nobody cares. Like I could be like, I feel I put a little suggestion in the group chat. You feel me, last week about how I think the Tuesday show should, you know, what some shit they could do. And I feel like they kind of halfway took the idea, not, you know, fully or whatever, but who knows who's getting credit for that, who's not getting credit for that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I'm more wired in that, you know, thought process. Like I proposed my interviews to Laura. I was like, let's get Zach Fox in here. Let's get who else did I say? Fucking I said Zach Fox. I said Bash for the World. I was like, I want him. I will research the fuck out of those interviews. They're hot right now.
Yeah.
Probably not the best way to break down why he should do an interview. Shout out to We Starvin's crazy ass. I saw his little breakdown about how to pitch an interview and stuff like that. I'm gonna start doing like more elaborate write-ups. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit my mind has been on. Is like, I'm trying to get next to Adam, one-on-one interview. I do a lot of the research, feed him the questions, let him mainly operate, think of a cool little question to ask in between here and there. You know what I'm saying? And start building my name, start building my face.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also too, I'm not gonna lie, like it is some shit you double think, like, damn, like what if they do get Zach Fox in here? Like, I haven't done shit in media. Should I be in a fucking Zach Fox interview?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what if
Zach Fox just like, hey yo, who the fuck is this dude?
Nah, because it's just like, think of how many random motherfuckers like they get interviewed by anyways, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, no, facts.
But even if it's like you're not on it and you just like help book an interview or give them direction into booking an interview, I think that's valuable too. Like with the BFD shit, I got that BFD interview. I shot that to Adam.
Interview too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
great interview.
I fucked with that. Shout out to BFD making me look good.
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
But then I got this, you know, a comedian from the East Coast that's pretty big, and I reached out to him just because I watched their pod, and he reached back, and I was like, "Yo, my boy's Adam 22. Like, would you fuck with him?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be in LA in April," and so I'm gonna reach back out in April and try to get that and just like have him sit down. So I just been like, "Yo, Adam, like I reached out to this dude. Would you be interested? He does this and this," and he goes, "Yeah." And then, you know, he sends the shit to Laura, and then Laura usually texts me. And then, but I'm trying to be on the same shit, even if I'm not on the interview. Like, if I could just write some of the questions and give you some info and give a good look to No Jumper as a platform, while also kind of pushing shit that I'm interested in and I like, then that's kind of a W for me. And like, I feel like us getting involved in that behind the scenes gives us that kind of Remo aspect where you're not just a motherfucker that's sitting on the couch, because I might not be on the couch week to week, but I've booked more, you know, pods for the motherfucker than a lot of people that sit on that couch every week. You know what I mean? So,
facts. All game that Remo has bestowed upon me for sure. And this is where we come back to the top of the conversation where I said, like, you know, sometimes it's the idea of a topic. It's the idea of what Tam was saying. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah, even if they told Remo, like, Remo, can you be our guy that like kind of pulls people to the side and coaches them up? Like, I know that he has hella trust in Remo. Like, give somebody a role. Like, somebody, if Josh don't want to do it, give it to Mikey.
Remo's
hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Remo's out here getting
it's just like somebody's in the office all the time that they could be like, yo, these are, or give them a list. Yo, these are the things we feel about certain hosts. Like, if you could, find a good time, pull them aside, talk to them about it, see how they feel about it. Like, I feel like that could be so easy, even if it's a monthly thing, a bi-yearly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that, where it's just kind of evaluation of just how motherfuckers could get it cracking. So when they do fire your ass because you didn't change nothing, they have something to stand on. You can't really say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you think all them niggas up there could take some constructive criticism without flipping the fuck out sometimes, though? Or you think it's gonna be an issue?
If you can't, then it's like, you're probably not going to be the best podcaster in the world. Then does the team want you that bad? You feel me?
Thugs up there comes in, nigga. They like, we can't tell these niggas shit in here.
Yeah, but that's
what Cam talking
but
about
I think
right
it's them just not saying nothing has created the culture of like it feeling like you can't tell Aunt Hefe not to eat sunflower seeds on the MoistCr1tikal pod. You know what I'm saying? It's just because Adam hasn't fucking said that, and I don't know what it is. It's the white man like not wanting to talk to the black dude and tell him what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he thinks he's gonna get socked out, but certain dudes he will. Like Munchie B, he has that familiarity, that camaraderie with, so he's able to go bat on him, kick his chair, do that type of shit. Aunt Hefe would have. Aunt Hefe would have knocked his bald head off if he kicked Aunt Hefe's chair. Let's just be real. So they don't have that camaraderie. Same with Spody. They don't have that camaraderie yet. So he be acting a little spooky J, even calling people out when they late. When Lush was late, he flamed him like he was going to fire him. And then Brick walks in like 20 minutes later and he don't say shit to him. It's just like, it gets crazy, a little crazy. It's like, all right, white man, you supposed to be the 22-ster. You're supposed to be able to pop it to whoever. Like, come on, you gotta treat everybody the same, man. Keep the same energy.
Yeah. But no, we gonna get it cracking in 2026. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be optimistic and shit like that, and keep working our move type shit. You know, that's what it is at the end of the day. But you know
what I'm on, Ricky. I'm always on the team No Jumper. I'm never trying to beef with people from No Jumper. But also do see that if we're all nobodies, like somebody's saying, I'm a nobody. You know, Ricky's a nobody, doesn't do shit outside of that couch that he sits down. You know what I'm saying? If we're all nobodies, then I guess we got to do some, iron sharpens iron type of things, and maybe joust a little bit, and we'll become something. Hopefully I'll become something in Tam's eyes one day, and I'll get a job at No Jumper. Big names aren't going to No Jumper. That's the problem, and why they'll never grow from here. But it's just like, how many big names go to Joe Budden? You know what I mean? Like, we could make something big that's just like insulated, just No Jumper hosts, honestly. And then
find a new wave, man.
Yeah, it's just like, and then if we get a wave and our pod's doing 250,000 a week, I guarantee you some big motherfuckers gonna pull up. I promise you that image shit is gonna go out the window if motherfuckers were putting up big dog numbers.
Y'all think Adam need to pass the torch to somebody, bro, and play a background role? You think the fans fed up with that nigga, man?
No.
I think he just needs to keep downplaying that porn shit, because when the porn shit was on the forefront, that's what was killing off No Jumper's image. The whole cuck shit, like, even the fact that he's still pushing cuck shit on streams and shit is kind of cringe. It's like, it's been like, what, 3 years, bro? Like, can we move on to another era? Like, yes, we know people call you a cuck. You don't have to also call yourself that on the biggest streams in the world when you're repping all of us, my boy. Like, please just go in there and find a new angle. You're funny and smart enough, Adam, where the cuck angle shit is too old. The hating on T-Rail shit is too old. It's time for some new era of Adam.
I feel like the older he get, the less attractive the platform gets with him running it. Just because they're like, why is this old ass nigga on here talking?
Creepy old white dude.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
no.
I can lock in and watch it because I don't see it that way. But the younger fans probably like, why the fuck is he in there with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. In office IRL 24/7 type shit. Ricky, would you be interested in a No Jumper IRL 24/7 in the office? I feel like that's not Ricky's vibe.
I'm super duper not interested in that. I wonder why Adam keeps suggesting it, just from a logical standpoint of like how that will work. You know,
I think the longest you could do is like 12 pieces, like the best, because nobody wants to watch people sleeping. So 24 is usually not the best.
Man, my nigga Lush stay up for 3 days in that bitch, no sleep. Fuck you mean?
He definitely will be like the constant on camera. Will be like Lush sitting in front of the camera, and like a bunch of people cycling in and out, like in a like the little like 2X version of it. It's just seeing hella people and Lush just staying there.
That's so funny.
Collaboration is key. Everyone supporting everyone, not facts. Shout out to Tam. I'll support Tam, and I did sub up to her shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. Did Zach Fox turn it down? Probably.
I don't know.
Or they probably didn't even reach out. They might not even.
Yeah, I never really got feedback on that.
No jumper merch is no jumper sports is missed. I've never heard someone say that before. So shout out to you.
It never got off the ground, right?
Well, Ski got that tattoo of No Jumper Sports on the side of his head. Shout out to bro, and then they canceled it like 3 episodes in. That's tough.
That's crazy.
You gotta be able to follow before you can lead. Constructive criticism helps build character. Brick is a real boy. Free Brick Baby. Free Brick Baby. If Brick Baby was out, the shit would be so crazy. I feel like, bro.
But like, I feel like, bro, like even with Brick's pod style, bro, like people just learn to love him. Like, no offense to Brick, but like he's not like the craziest like content creator in the world, bro.
Brick's goated.
No, he's not, but he's endearing. He's endearing. Like I had to learn to like grow to like Brick, you feel me, and laugh with him and shit and pick up on his little burnt sense of humor and stuff like that, you know. But like I feel like the fans just grew to like Brick because Adam loves the fuck out of Brick.
No, I think he does a good job, bro. I think he brings what Munchie B be bringing. Also, while I think Brick is a little bit funnier than Munchie B.
He's open to shit. No. He knows how to, bro. He's open to like the dumbass humor. And you think Munchie B finna make a gay joke? Fuck
that's
no.
what, bro. Brick Baby was with the white boy humor. Like a black dude that's a gang member that's with the white boy gay humor is goated. Like he's undefeated.
But that doesn't mean he's funnier than Munchie B. Munchie makes different jokes for sure. Like that's like one aspect of like that. That's just pigeonholing Brick. Actually, you guys are making that's almost like pigeon. Like that's the main thing that Adam goes through is like I can make a gay joke with him every once in a while.
No, oh my god,
he's the best podcaster.
That's just something that shows his depth as a podcaster. His depth as a podcaster. A black dude that's from LA banging 60s who also grew up in Atlanta and knows Young Thug and Lil Durk. Like, come on.
Taylor Swift
like, this is an interesting fucking guy.
I like Brick for his like world experience. Yes. I think he had a lot more. Crazy. I related to Brick in the sense of like the main LA dude problem is that they've never left LA. Like I could just, an LA dude will look at the way I dress and be like, you dress corny as fuck. Like, I don't like the way you dress, and not realize he's dressed like the 3 homies he's standing next to. They look exactly the same.
They be looking dirty too. They be looking
dirty. Like, and they'll be like, we so original and authentic. Y'all all shop at the same place.
It's like you have a puffer coat on and skinny jeans. Like, what do you mean?
Like brother, you not doing it up right now. I promise you not doing it up right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's funny. No, I'm not trying to say Brick's better, pin Munchie B versus Brick. I just think Brick definitely, I think the unhingedness of Brick Baby at certain times when he was just high and he'd just be like, oh yeah, that dude got like killed by my homie back in the day. It's like, whoa, like those type of moments were like kind of made it because he had so many different sides to him. I think that's what made him so dynamic, I think.
He'd be laughing at some crazy shit.
Yeah, they report like a little the kid got shot and he's like it's like, oh my god. Brick is favorite. Nah, Brick was definitely the golden child at post AD and T-Rail and them. It's to troll Yuri. That was his big idea when he worked there. What was, bro? I don't even want to know. What happened to the vocal booth? They barely used that shit. I think as soon as Gina was fired, they fucking tore that bitch down. And as soon as
it's right there. It's still there.
It is there. Damn. I thought you lied to me. They just bombed that whole room after that. I'm not gonna lie. Moose Man, thoughts on Yuri getting fired from the candy store? We talked about that like 3 weeks ago. Shout out to Yuri. I feel bad. I don't want to talk about Yuri no more. Honestly, it's getting kind of cruel. I think the pot lord obsession with Yuri is getting kind of weird. Honestly, like he literally will like watch Yuri's stream on his stream for like hours sometimes. I think that's a little weird, I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Whack would call the police. They should have a legit music studio set up for live streams of artists. I mean, it seems like they do. We could easily set that up if they have a booth. They both have their strengths, not for sure. No Jumper fans, for the most part, don't care about rappers. That's true as well. Let's kind of pass that. Unless it's like a good interview with a rapper, like a Lefty Gunplay entertainment factor type of thing.
We need No Jumper Gaming. Fuck that. No Jumper Gaming. Get them niggas on Twitch. Let me bust everybody ass up there,
I had an idea, but I know that No Jumper usually doesn't fuck with gaming because of Adam, but there is something.
Yeah, because he's 60, nigga. He don't play games. That's what I'm saying.
And he never did, bro. He's like a punk rock straight edge dude. Like, he was a dweeb, bro. So, yeah, he doesn't know about that shit. But there's a lot of shit. It's called Bro versus Bro. I think it came from Ludwig, that corny-ass white boy YouTuber. Oh, yeah, but he does Bro versus Bro, where it's like 3 or 4 games, and then they like, you pick a game that you good at, then I pick one that I'm good at, then we pick one that we're kind of neutral at, and then we play each other in those games and like see who could like be the first one to like 3 or 5 games. You feel me? And it's
adapt,
like,
yeah.
It's super entertaining. And now all the streamers, all the FaZe dudes are starting to do it, so it's kind of starting to become like a little trend right now, where it's like the homies versus homies in the gauntlet of gaming. But same type of thing. Even with the Wonderlick test I was telling you about that Barstool did, I started thinking about it, like, how many of these motherfuckers are going to want to sit down for 12 minutes straight and do a test, like, and not just give up once they, like, start running into some, like, issues? Like, how many people in No Jumper will actually sit down and do the Wonderlick all the way through?
I'd do that shit.
All right. We'll have to. I'll take a tally and then decide how many people say yes on if I'm gonna do it or not. Because I think that'd be a fire video, bro. It was a fire video for Barstool. I think No Jumper version would be hilarious. Sticks in the chat days were goated for sure. Brick has personality and experience. 3 more summers without Brickster. Shout out to Brick, baby. Y'all want to wrap it up, or y'all got anything else you can speak on? I know the news is on, so usually we try to wrap it up by the news. I know we started a little late, but anything else y'all want to chop it up about?
It's up to y'all. Y'all got whatchamacallit? My bad. I've been kind of a little distracted. I'm trying to recover this email. I wanted to show y'all something on Insta, but it's over. Like, I can't get into my fucking email. It's crazy.
Ricky's hacked.
I'm definitely hacked.
Other than that, was just like a little. We could do a little life update real quick. What's a little life update since our last pod? I mean, it hasn't been that long. But y'all got anything y'all looking forward to? Anything, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we about to start this March Madness show, which is interesting for me because I don't know shit about fucking college hoops. Like, I'm not tapped into college hoops, but I plan to host it and let like Nick and Tommy kind of like, you feel me, take the reins as far as like, you know what I'm saying, really talking about the sports and me just guiding it type of thing. Cause we still trying to build that up. We just changed our channel name to The Pick 6. You feel me? Cause that last name is just too long.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but that's it, man. I'm just trying to rev up with this content. To be honest, I want to start going live more. I was telling Brody and like breaking down videos that interest me, whether it's like politics, rap, culture, sports. There's so much shit in soccer that I've been wanting to talk about. So yeah, no, I'm just trying to get my hours up, you know, like really dedicate myself to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Have you ever watched 520, the Jeff Teague podcast and shit?
Yeah, for sure.
You should check them out because they're starting to get heavy into the March Madness, and I feel like they're like a kind of good template on like being entertaining. And some of them aren't like super like tapped all the way into the fucking college basketball shit, but they still be popping it, and like I feel like that's like a good little template kind of to get some inspiration from and shit. But I seen the March Madness shit. That's gonna go crazy for sure.
Yeah.
And then I definitely agree with the fucking like reacting to shit, because I was talking in Blue Devil's chat the other night, and he was talking about something, and I was just like, that was crazy what your podcast host had said on this episode or whatever. And he was like, oh, you should react to it. And I'm like, damn, that's how he be thinking, like, oh, that's a crazy comment. Let me react to that clip right now and make a video out of it. I'm like, that's how I need to be on. Like, every time like I see something, I gotta be like, okay, let me take a little note. I need to react to that and drop the video. So I'm gonna try doing that too.
Yeah. Facts. Because we consume so much content, bro. Like, you know, you could be commenting on so many different things. And I see so many people do it in the No Jumper sphere around me, you know? So I'm like, why don't I just
Like,
do it in the
just,
shit that
yeah.
I'm actually interested in? Like, I'm really not that interested in the inner dynamics between me and the other hosts. I don't
Yeah.
think it's that deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to pull everybody into my world, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna talk about this AI taking over the world.
That was so funny where you're like, why didn't you clip our AI conversation? That was
Yo,
hella
what the
funny,
fuck,
bro.
bro? Like, come
The
on,
chat
they be
was like,
missing
fuck that
moments.
AI conversation. Ricky,
I
you're fucking
know.
stupid. Fuck you. I was like,
Chat be
Jesus
hating.
Christ.
Yeah, be hating. What about you, Brody? What you got going on, brother?
Oh man, you know they got a nigga on swing shift, so I'm just working. But like Ricky was saying about the content shit, definitely been talking about doing these fucking reaction videos. You saying pulling people into your world, that's smart as fuck. Cause I'm like, you know what? I just need to start making content on fucking the shit I give a fuck about and like vintage video games. I really need to get back in my gaming pocket, bro. I fucking
Yeah.
that's the shit I really like. All right, I'm about to be locked the fuck in. If it's not gaming or music, then I'll be fucking tuned out. You know what I mean? So I really just
Mm-hmm.
gotta find some shit to react to. I don't really want to react to the normal shit, so I'm about to see what I can find out there that'll put me in a pocket that nobody's really touching right now. Even if it's some shit that's not with a big market, at least it's some shit I care about. And yeah, that's really it, man. I'm trying to read some books and shit so I can articulate myself some more. You feel me? Been reading more books. Trying to get that script written for that fucking How the West Coast Ruined Hip Hop video coming soon. Maybe not,
Mm-hmm.
maybe later than sooner, cause nigga, that shit, boy, them documentaries, that
Yeah,
shit
that
take a
shit's a
minute, it
lot,
seems like.
bro. Oh my God.
For sure, but
Yeah,
just trying to find
low
my
key.
pocket.
That might be a big one. But maybe break it up into a series. Maybe break it up into a series. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about with my tastemaker video because I just haven't been happy with the way the content's been coming out. I was like, maybe I should just break this into like tastemaker series and then speak about each artist maybe at length and break out why I feel like they have taste making capabilities, maybe moments in their career and stuff like that. Because my main hiccup with the video that I'm making is I'm talking about everything at such a surface level. I'm assuming that the fan base knows what I'm talking about and the like, the wealth of history that
Yeah,
this
the
artist
inner
has and
workings
how
and
they've
shit.
yeah, versus like, when I got to some of the people's names on the list, some people I'm just proposing. Like I propose like my wild cards are like Baby Keem and like Doja Cat. If you hear me say that, you like this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. But if I could go into the history and why I'm thinking that way, you'd be like,
It makes
okay,
more sense with
maybe
context and shit. Yeah.
yeah. So I was kind of learning with that video. I'm glad that I'm failing with it because I'm learning how to qualify myself. You know what I'm saying? In my statements and being concise, but still, entertaining.
Nah, facts.
That's smart, definitely.
Yeah.
I might have to start doing some episodes of that shit. Then make a little mini show on that bitch, because that's something I know I could do days on that shit, bro. Like when I tell y'all I'm a fucking music connoisseur, it's just all the
Yeah.
shit that's old. It's probably like 2014 and before. All the new,
Yeah.
I'm tapped out
I
on
mean,
any
you
of the
got a
new shit. I
Tupac
ain't gonna
shirt
lie.
on. I mean,
Come
we get
on,
it,
baby,
bro.
you feel me? I'm telling
You're
you,
hip
baby.
hop, bro.
Come
You're
on,
hip
baby.
hop. Sorry, bro.
That's
Damn.
why I said I need y'all to send me y'all playlist so I could get some new shit going. Cause nigga, I'm riding around listening to motherfucking Grand Poobah and shit, nigga. So whatever y'all trying to show,
Grand
nigga,
Pool
man.
is crazy. I've been
Bugging
listening to
on
some
soul.
fools called Proc Fiscal. I think they're from like Europe or something. It's like some kind of instrumental, kind of
Like,
tech, not techno, but kind of electronic, kind of synthy, kind of. I don't
Okay.
know. It's kind of
you
super.
posted it on your story. I was like,
Yeah,
that
that
nigga
shit's
just popped the
hard. I'm not
shrooms
gonna
or something.
lie.
That
I
shit
be
so
I be needing a
clean.
break from rap, bro. For how long I rapped
Definitely.
and how many concerts I was at, performing at shows, that shit kind of burnt me out for rap for a minute. So I be trying to delve into different shit, and I be liking shit that doesn't even have words in it lately. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to just be on some like zone out and just maybe read a book and listen to some shit. So
Yeah.
I go through
Yeah, I've been
phases.
trying to just listen to more high level conversations online. I've been addicted to the Professor's Young series,
what's that?
like because I feel like he talks about like the way power works in the world and this
Okay.
war with Iran and breaking down like different strategy. He does it through the lens of game theory.
Yeah, yeah.
just with, talking about, oh, Ray J said he's gonna fucking sodomize whatever. I'm like, I need to listen to like some real shit. Like, I can't I can't do 2 hours of complete bullshit and then like, go home and listen to something that's even bullshit adjacent.
I literally do that though. I don't know how I do it, but I be doing. I'll go straight from like No Jumper News, just straight slop sometimes, and then I'll just go straight into like a deep ass like philosophical debate, and I'm just like, is my brain like, is something happening to my brain by doing this? Like, is it like jumping in like a really cold pool and then a really hot pool? Like, I'm gonna die one day doing this. Like,
facts.
But that shit you were talking about reminded me of this. It's called The Power Broker. Big ass fucking book. But I started reading it, and it's about the same shit. It's about how like corruption kind of like festers in pretty much every government that's ever been type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's on that same type of vibe, I feel like, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm for Moose, I'm moving down next week, bro. Thursday I'll drive down the U-Haul. Friday I'll probably be all packed, unpacked, and then hopefully Saturday I'll be able to pop out to the host competition, for a little bit at least, or however long.
Oh shit, that's next Saturday. Oh,
yeah, next Saturday. So I'm trying to get out there. That was my plan, is to get my keys, move in, and then be all settled in, at least to a certain extent, to where I could pop out on the homies. And then that following week, we straight to it. We gonna get it cracking, and I got, New Wave, obviously. I got me and Bo and Ricky, me and Adam. Monday show might be in jeopardy. Adam doesn't seem too happy. I guess he somehow believes in his mind that I canceled on him day of. When I have the text, I don't want to show him on screen, but I hit him 2 days before when he texted me and Flacco wasn't even in California. So I don't know how he's mad at me too, but I'll talk to the 22ster and see what's good. But yeah,
he's just saving it for the content. That's
for
all,
sure. Yeah. But don't worry.
Alzheimer's is kicking in. Nigga, that
dementia, nigga. No, for real. Like Gangland Neen be calling him Kiwi head. Calm down. Everything's gonna be all right, bro. But yeah, then we got the Wednesday food community shit with the Juice Unlocked and Food Community One, and I think that's it. And then hopefully I'll pop out on the news one of them days or something. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait to be out there. I'm just trying to be in the mix, do the food shit. I'm definitely going to be hitting Ricky to come through to shoot some food shit with me, try out some food, review some restaurants and shit.
For sure.
For both of y'all, I think y'all should sign up, even if y'all don't want to get it popping right now. Socialcat.com. It's like a place you make a profile in a bunch of restaurants, businesses, whether it's like health business, gyms, all kinds of different people go on there, and they pretty much try to find influencers from super tiny to super big, and they'll pay your ass and be like, oh, you got 2,000 followers, we could pay you $100. You got 5,000, we'll pay you $250. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like campaigns that you could like apply for, or they'll send you a message and be like, you want to come to our place? And you put your area, some of your examples of your content, and they'll start paying you. I've made some good bread off of that, traveling around to these restaurants and reviewing them. So like anywhere from like $150 to like $300, motherfuckers paying me for my little 5K and 2K on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So definitely get on there, or anybody listening, socialcat.com, and you could run up some bread on there for real and build up your portfolio and shit. But that was it.
Bet that. I'm gonna get on that shit for sure. Because I was thinking like, man, like I do want to take this boxing shit serious, but like, how do I find like good training? You know what I'm saying, for a reasonable price? Because I'm not trying to break the bank on my training. And I was like, well, if I could work out some kind of social media build up or whatever, and be like, look, sponsor me through the fight, 90-day camp. We get to the fight, I rep the gym, all that other shit. I whoop some ass. Now everybody trying to go to the gym and get them paws up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to clock in with us.
Comparators with 818 boxing. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So there's boxing gyms that are doing that for foods that are like, associated with big platforms. So definitely pitch it. The worst I could say is no. Fuck it. But there's motherfuckers, especially in this fucking climate, there's a million fucking celebrity fights. Motherfuckers want to stick out and get their little name. You feel me? I can see that.
Yeah, facts. I downloaded like a 75 hard calendar and shit, and I like made a made a little hybrid shit because I still want to, play soccer and whatnot. And I was like, well, if I get my wind up through both, it'll be good. But like, let me incorporate some, skill shit, some striking shit and stuff. So I got my little plan, and I just gotta execute.
Who are we looking at as an opponent for Ricky? Like, how many pounds? How much are you gonna weigh by the time you're done with 75 hard? The goal weight. I think
my cut would be to 175, 160.
Damn, you a big boy,
I think I'll
bro.
cut. Yeah.
Ricky hold on. Ricky,
gonna be fighting. I'm not that small.
You gonna be fighting Rampage in that motherfucker at that size? Hold on.
Hell nah. And I think my only criteria would be that it would have to be their first fight too, their first celebrity boxing match, like someone that they want to build up or whatever, or it'd have to be within a reasonable amount of experience. I want to see their tape and stuff like that. K-Mac, I mean, like it'll be a good squabble. I feel like
he said, "I see what that nigga did last week."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only reason I asked him, because he's known as Mr. Squabbling Experience, and then he went in there and got punched out by Ruga.
What did K-Mac weigh at? How was he?
I think it was 160.
Ruga was 2.
Oh no, it was a way bigger. I think he was like 165 or something. I'm pretty sure.
Nah, because Ruga big, bro.
No, I'm saying Ruga was like 190 or 190, 200, and K-Mac was like 165, I think, or some shit.
Yo, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Because they asked him, like, it's short notice. He weighs more than you, but you down. And K-Mac was like, yeah, let's get it cracking. Like, I Mr. Fades. I don't turn fades down. That's
for sure. I think low key though, I would want to do like a content creator outside of LA. I don't think I'd want to do some
want to get some more reach
type shit. Yeah, for sure. Just even storyline type stuff and shit like that. I think that would be doper. I'm doing it for exposure. I'm not doing it for like
the love of the game.
Yeah, type shit. So
you don't want to become the next Bosco, Ricky. You're not the next Bosco, the next LA boxing legend in the streets.
Nah, hell no.
That's funny.
I'm off your face, nigga.
I mean, I could have helped but to take it seriously. Like, I do love the fight game. I love that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? So
official Blue Devil, salute to the fellas on this pod. Shout out to Blue Devil, man, tuning in I'm enjoying the show.
Salute.
Yo, shout out to you, Blue Devil. We was just wrapping it up, man, so everybody could go tune into the news, but we still got 15 people in here, man, so we must be better than the newscast today, man. Come on, let's go. Salute. When are you gonna have Jaleese as your co-host? LMAO, you know you wrong, bro. I'm not even finna comment on that, man. I can't even speak on that, but one day I've been thinking about it. I'll be on camera with Jaleese. I'm just not finna be on no back and forth or talking about no Sacramento stuff. That's for sure. I could never do that, but I would probably.
Yo, Stunner Girl's begging her to leave her alone at this point.
Yeah,
that shit was funny.
That was funny. Please. And what did I say, Ricky, about that shootout shit? What did I say? That shit is fake. And what did fucking she say? What did the Stunner Girl say? That shit never happened. She's like, what the fuck do we look like pointing guns at each other? She's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she said that never happened. That shit never happened.
Oh, I gotta see that. Hold on, I gotta do the.
It's in that same little live. It's in that same live. Yeah, that Stunner Girl was doing. She was like, man, she was like, do I even look like the type of bitch to pull out my burner and just be like, oh, okay, put it back down? She was like, if I'm pulling that bitch, I'm busting it. I'm like, that is a good point. She does seem like the type of girl. She not finna just pull that bitch and put it back down for sure. I'm enjoying the show, but leave Tam Burgers alone. I'm done. This is the last stream where I'm going to say anything about Tam. I think Tam's a good host. I think that was a bad moment for her. I think she did come off ungrateful, but with the context, I know she's not ungrateful. She's just voicing concerns. You can live in America and criticize America. You can work at No Jumper and criticize No Jumper. I'm not going to be that guy, Go back to your country then.
Hey, no lie, I had a question for y'all. So I'm supposed to interview this nigga, right? This rapper, this dude named Spooky Myers. Bro, what the fuck? What do I do? Get a fucking holster for my fucking phone? Do I go buy a camera, nigga? I don't even know what the best layout would be. It's not like we got a space. I gotta go to this nigga hood and interview him. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, how the fuck do I set this up?
I would just maybe get like a little DJI mic or one of those like little mics, you know what I'm saying? The clip on, or like even with the clip on ones, you could get the little mic that you could like plug it into the end and like it's a handheld mic.
Okay,
I would say just get one of those and then shoot it off on iPhone, one of the newer iPhones, and it will be crispy for sure.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think you could get a crack in, and
Yeah.
then maybe like a little like Amazon little fucking whatchamacallit, this fucking tripod type thing for your phone.
Stand that bitch up.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
set it up on a
Well, ask
cool
him where
angle.
he wants to do the interview, bro. Really map that part out and try to get a location. Like one of the biggest pet peeves I have when people do shit outside is like the wind. You know,
sure.
try to be in a controlled environment where y'all can sit down and you could connect with him by talking to him rather than pointing a camera at him, because that's going to even change the tone of the interview. I find that like it takes a really skilled interviewee to be able to get over the barrier of like being a subject. But when you could connect with him as a human, I feel like that's what gets like, you know, people going type shit. That's where the magic happens. So try to really think about that setup, where you're going to be and whatnot, and try to be in a controlled environment versus just being in the hood. Like you don't got to be on a back block.
Where are you going to be? What city you going to be in, Deesh?
Atwater, bro. Finna be in Atwater
because
because
like the homies, the Real Honesty Network, they got that little pod studio in Vallejo now too. They be like renting the little spots out for interviews and shit if you ever need a spot. Or it's too windy or some shit for sure.
Maybe for my DB one, bro. DB the General shit.
No, yeah. Because it's like Noble Cinema Studios. Have you heard of that? They be doing shows and shit, and they be like, you know, San Quinn just performed there. I think DB was up there. All the OGs be up there performing, doing shows and shit. They got like
also research in Atwater where you gonna be by. They got all these like ghost studios and stuff now where you could just pull up, rent it out for 2 hours. They record it for you with the engineer and shit, like, and maybe a little bit of bread, but just to get the quality of content, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like that quality can make a big difference. You don't want none of that shit to get in your way outside of people just consuming the content. That's what I'm always thinking about, you know?
For sure, fuck yeah.
And the last thing I would say is just put your little grid on your camera on, so you could try to keep the subjects in that middle grid. So when you do the fucking TikTok and reel clips, that it fits well in the frame and shit. Because I've had run into that problem hella where I do it sideways and then like the two people are too far away to where when I fucking zoom it in all the way with where I need it to be, it's like cutting somebody off and shit. So like,
cut off and shit.
Yeah, keeping everybody like centered, it helps when making like the clips for it hella easier for sure.
Oh, they said they got a space. Honesty, yep.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man.
Honesty
Yeah.
Network for sure.
Yeah, those are my guys for sure. Good peoples for sure. But
like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
Comment, subscribe, man. Do all that good stuff. I'll put the YouTube for Brody Deej and Ricky Roy in the description of this video. So if you're watching, go subscribe to them as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. We still got 15 people. This is a different time than we usually do. I'm glad y'all were rocking with the morning stream. We had about 31 people in here again on the morning tip, so it don't matter when we go live, we going up, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad y'all got me up early, and Adam, you know what I'm saying, early bird gets the worm, all that type of shit. Do y'all shout outs, your last shout outs, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Nah, you already know what it is, man. Follow up, you know, hit that description. We on our sub route. We trying to get to 300, so support, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to start my campaign soon.
Yes, sir.
So, man, Brody Deej 510 on Instagram, man. Brody Deej on all the other socials, including Twitch. Definitely hit that Twitch up. Yes, sir. Go on and follow me. I'm about to definitely get consistent dropping some content. I'm about to drop 2-3 bullshit Instagram reels today for sure. I don't know what it's gonna be about, but I'm gonna drop something for y'all. Just make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the New Wave Podcast, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back soon. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you want to hear us talking about on the next pod. Tell us if we bullshit, if we right, if you agree, disagree, anything. Let us know in the comments to help us hit the algorithm, all that good stuff. We love y'all.